Have you ever experienced the crippling weight of an intense emotional bond? Do you feel stuck in an attachment cycle that you can't seem to escape? It's a typical fight that might make you feel helpless and trapped. The bright side is that you can actually bring about change, and that it is well within your grasp. We shall discover the secret to acquiring the skill of detachment and escaping the emotional bonds that bind us by drawing on the insights of ancient Stoic thinkers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius. We shall examine the underlying tenets of Stoicism in this enlightening video to help you on your path to emotional freedom. You will learn useful and healthy techniques to distance yourself from someone or something that is weighing on your thoughts by putting these age-old lessons into practice. Bid farewell to the psychological chains of connection, welcome a fresh perspective, and concentrate on the things that really count in life. This video is for you if you think that personal development is possible and you're prepared to let go of your emotional attachment. Now let's get started. On the ability to separate. Why is it crucial to be detached? Consider this. When we cling too much to people or circumstances, they start to have control over us. It's similar like handing someone else the remote control of your emotions and allowing them to freely change the stations. Their influence has the power to control your happiness or unhappiness, and in the worst situations, it may even force people to make decisions that they regret. Reliability does not imply detachment. Rather, it indicates that you are giving external factors the appropriate amount of weight. Think of your feelings as a kite. I know this seems strange, but bear with me. Every thread that is connected to something or someone signifies a possible path your emotions could take. You're at the mercy of the wind if you cling to too many strings or too tightly to one. Stoicism helps us to let go of our grasp and realize that although we are powerless over the wind, we do have the ability to choose which strings to hold. This gives you resilience and grounding rather than making you icy or uncaring. Now let's get a little more realistic. Determine what or who you are unduly attached to first. Then consider this. Why? Are you looking for approval, fearful of being alone, or perhaps something different? The first step to releasing your attachment is realizing where it came from. Now do things that give you a feeling of fulfillment and purpose. Music. Or someone who holds you down. Fundamentally, detachment releases you. 2. Comprehending attachment. You must understand that your ego is at work when you are attached to something. Let's get back to the fundamentals. Fundamentally, we are creatures of love. Imagine a joyous newborn who is unaffected by the intricacies of ego. But as we become older, our ego takes over and accumulates attachments, which clogs our lives. These attachments, whether to objects or people, impair our judgment and draw our attention away from the love that is our true nature. Keep in mind that attachment is the ego's game and the exact opposite of love and contentment with oneself. When we take a step back and look at our relationships and ambitions through this lens, we start to realize how much unnecessary burden they bring to our life. Imagine now living a life based on love rather than ego. Think about how liberating it would be to not be so attached to things, people, or positions. You can have abundant trust and a sincere belief that what is meant for you will find its way when you live from love. This is about a deep-seated belief in your own worth and potential, not wishful thinking. It enables you to let go and realize that attachments are just barriers, keeping you from fully exploring the wide ocean you were meant to. How then do we begin to free ourselves from these bonds? Recognize the attachment as a starting point. Recognize it for what it is, an attempt at self-validation and security by your ego. Next, change your viewpoint. Recognize that this attachment does not determine your value. It's enough to be who you are at your core. This comprehension takes time to come to. Setting aside outward validation to prioritize your inner serenity is an intentional exercise. Lastly, learn to appreciate the idea of plenty. The universe has a way of rewarding you with more than what you gave up when you let go of your fear of losing something. Understanding better is what detachment indicates, not that you don't care as much. It entails remaining loyal to who you are and following your heart rather than your fear. The process of being detached is transformational. It's about removing the ego's outer coverings to reveal the robust, loving spirit that lies beneath. It's about taking strides forward with a light heart, unburdened by attachments, and prepared to receive fresh benefits with open arms. 3. The ego's delusion. Occasionally, our ego tricks us into thinking that someone else is better than us, or that we are insufficient, which puts us in a situation where we become emotionally attached to them in order to feel validated. This false belief frequently causes us to worship someone, putting them on a pedestal as though they are endowed with something unachievable. However, when we are reduced to our most basic selves during life's pivotal moments, we discover that nobody has a special pass. Everybody is equally human and susceptible to harm. Therefore, it's imperative that we face this illusion head-on, recognize it for what it is, a mirage, and resist allowing it to skew how we see ourselves or other people. For a moment, let's discuss inner healing and self-confidence. Reminding yourself of your outstanding, exceptional, and unique qualities is okay. It's a beneficial habit to cultivate your inner child and boost your self-esteem. Adopting this perspective, however, does not imply devaluing other people or isolating yourself from the shared experience of humanity. Rather, it's about realizing that no road is better than any other, even though we all have our own special paths. Every one of our tales is a vital component of the greater picture of life, intricately woven together. Let's talk about detachment now, especially in partnerships. It's simple to slip into a mindset of lack, worrying about losing someone special and precious. This mental pattern, which whispers lies of limitation and lack, is a direct descendant of our ego. Enforcing emotional detachment actually involves embracing the universe's wealth and our ability for love, rather than rejecting emotions or becoming apathetic. It's accepting that even if a person may hold special meaning for us, their presence does not make us whole. We are freed from fear-based attachment by this knowledge, allowing us to love without restraint. In keeping with the Stoic concept, it is also very beneficial to practice viewing all people, including ourselves, as equals. Everyone on our path, including those we may lose, has a part to play, just as we have a part in theirs. However, no position is necessary. By absorbing this, we develop a deep emotional fortitude that equips us to handle life's uncertainties with poise. We learned from the Stoics that it is crucial to concentrate on the things we can control, our thoughts, feelings, and willpower. By putting this into practice in our interactions and disengagement, we can let go of our ego's illusions and embrace the freeing reality of our common humanity, leading to true peace and resilience. 4. Actual disconnection. The problem is that you have to have the willingness to let go of the past. I take it you have to be willing to let go of the past? It's similar to gripping a rope so tightly that it hurts your hands, yet you're afraid to let go because you're not sure what might happen if you do. Let me assure you that falling does not entail letting go. Sometimes it indicates that you're finally able to reach out and grasp something even better with your hands. I had to discover this the hard way when I held on to a cozy relationship because it seemed secure, not realizing that by doing so, I was closing the door to happiness that could have otherwise knocked on my door. Another bit of truth is this: FOMO, as we term the fear of missing out, is a trap. It's similar to feeling like you're losing out on life when viewing other people's social media highlight reels. However, this is a selected, filtered photo designed to highlight a great moment. It's not real life. FOMO washed away from me once I stopped browsing through other people's tales and began living mine. It doesn't indicate you're losing out on anything if you're not privy to every detail of someone else's life. Rather, it indicates you're living life to the fullest and creating special memories that are unique to you. It may seem tough to let go when one is attached to a false perception of bliss. When you witness others enjoying life to the fullest, you start to worry that you're lagging behind and that you might never catch up. But keep in mind that grass only appears greener in the distance. You can notice that it has some brown patches up close as well. Joy is stolen from your own life when you try to give someone else the appearance of perfection. It's like attempting to catch up to a hologram while running on a treadmill. You can never catch up to it since it's a hologram. Being detached is defining happiness according to your own standards, not giving it up. Thus, adhere to the following Stoic concept to emotionally detach. Concentrate on your thoughts, your deeds, and your personal development. Realizing that no one can define your worth or happiness, not a prior relationship, nor a glittering filtered existence on social media, is an empowering realization. This insight is your shield. It enables you to go on free from pointless attachments, free to take in life in all of its erratic beauty, and receptive to the real, meaningful connections that are just around the corner. Recall that letting go is a brave step toward the life you really deserve, not its conclusion. 5. The way to contentment. Where is the source of true value? The answer to this question has the power to sway us from pointless attachments and toward emotional independence. Knowing this idea is especially important when the task at hand is separating from someone, which is a process that is fundamental to Stoicism. It's about realizing that the deepest kind of friendship you can ever have is with yourself, not about cutting connections out of spite or apathy. It turns out that true value originates from within, from your wisdom, character, and interpersonal interactions. It's simple to believe that happiness depends on someone else being in our lives, that our value increases or decreases depending on their acceptance or disregard. But this kind of thinking enchains us, making our enormous potential subservient to the whims of another, much like a bird thinking it requires permission to soar. Our emotional sky is limited. Instead, picture yourself discovering that the sky has always been open, just waiting for you to take off and fly in the direction you choose. This independence is freeing because it teaches us that our worth is independent of other people's perceptions or presence. Therefore, to be detached is to become closer to our true self rather than to push someone away. We liberate ourselves from the oppressive burden of neediness by concentrating on our own development and becoming the finest versions of ourselves. It's like taking care of a garden. You wouldn't beg for one flower to bloom. You water the plants, tend to the soil, and have faith in the natural order. By concentrating on our own development, we create a garden that thrives no matter who decides to stroll through it or appreciate its beauty. This care turns into a self-sufficient, tenacious, and incredibly fulfilling source of enjoyment. How then do we walk this emotional distance? It begins with realizing that you are enough, praise or no praise from anyone. Your trip is about exploring the vastness of your own skies and coming to appreciate the independence that comes with taking solo flights when needed. Accept the wisdom of Stoicism and concentrate on your ideas, your deeds, and your personal development. This is establishing your emotional anchor in the solid foundation of your existence, not shutting your heart or ignoring love and connection. Keep in mind that your value as a person isn't a puzzle that is missing a component. It's a work of art in progress, finished as it is yet ready to receive more beauty from its surroundings. Okay? I appreciate you listening, and I hope this helped you to make some sense of your day. Please click the like button if this spoke to you or got you thinking. If not, that's also good. We always appreciate hearing from you. We also have a special incentive for individuals who are ready to go deeper into the process of personal development. A free, exclusive present that explains 3 Stoic principles for leading a happy life. To claim yours, click the link in the description. Lastly, are there any conclusions you can draw from your personal experiences or opinions on emotional detachment? Please feel free to leave comments if you have any. Additionally, please feel free to forward this video to anybody you know who might find value in today's topic. Let's encourage one another and share wisdom until the next time.